And here is your host, India's #1 breakthrough strategist, Mr. Bhupendra Singh Rathore, who is also known as BSR. He is an international motivational speaker, best-selling author, CEO coach, leadership expert, and a corporate trainer. He is India's first ever motivational speaker who got to speak at the United Nations at New York City headquarters. He has spoken at Josh Talk and TEDx multiple times. So far, he has addressed and transformed more than 1 million lives through his live and online events. He was awarded Asia's Greatest Emerging Leader in 2017 by Asia One magazine, the 2018 Business Mentor of the Year Award by Entrepreneur India, and the 2019 Most Admirable Global Indian Award by Passion Vista. He has been covered by Entrepreneur India, Forbes India, Founder India, Yahoo News, and many more. Join superstar BSR on his journey to transform your life.
क्या सोच रहा है सोच जरा तू कब बदलेगा। क्या सोच रहा है सोच जरा तू कब बदलेगा। अरे बदलेगी जब सोच तेरी सब बदलेगा। एक सोच बदल सकती है भारत की तस्वीर। एक सोच बदल सकती है हम सब की तकदीर। ये सोच ही होती है प्रगति का आधार। इस सोच से ही होता है हर सपना साकार। सोच को अपनी रोशन करके मिटा दे अंधियारे, तो कदमों में बिछ जाएंगे सफलता के तारे। सरल करेगी सोच तेरी लाइफ का ये ब्रिज। Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. जो बंधन है ओझल से वे है सब मन वाले। सोच जरा कुछ बड़ा बड़ा और खोल दे सब ताले। डर का जिक्र ना कोई फिक्र बस आगे बढ़ता चल। तेरी सोच में छुपा हुआ है हर मुश्किल का हल। इस सोच को दे दे संकल्पों से उम्मीदों की धार। अच्छी सोच से ही मिलती है जीवन को रफ्तार। मन ही जीते युद्ध बड़े और मन ही जंग हारे। जो भी करो कमाल करो इस सोच के सहारे। सरल करेगी सोच ही तेरी लाइफ का ये ब्रिज। Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. The magic of thinking rich.
दिन में कम से कम एक बार तो अपनी बॉडी में जोश भर दो। जिन में कम से कम एक बार तो अपनी बॉडी को जबरदस्त कर दो, ताकि कोई भी चीज आपको रोक ना पाए।
Magic of thinking rich.
Very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Magic of Thinking Rich Season 4, day number 17. We have already delivered the session in Hindi. So this is the session only in English. Day number 17. Hooray. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it marvelous? Isn't it beautiful? Ooh. That's awesome. Guys, 17 days we have completed, and each and every day is a very important day. A journey which starts gets over. A journey which begins comes to an end. Only few more days to go. And this is going to be the most powerful journey which you have ever been through. 17 days of extreme confidence, 17 days of extreme motivation, 17 days of power, 17 days of passion, 17 days of creativity, 17 days of absolute learning. I want to congratulate each and every one of you for completing these 17 days, and let's begin the 18th day with a wonderful round of applause, with a wonderful round of celebration. So let's begin the session with the celebration. Shake your body, everyone, and you can say yes. How are you, everyone? How are you? How many of you are doing great? How many of you are doing awesome? How many of you are doing the best? Okay. Each and every one of you are enjoying this session for the last 17 days. Today is the 17th day. And after this, only 3 more days to go. And the 4th day, we will have the world record attempt. See, the first season, which was in Hindi, we ended with the world record. And this time also, we are going to wind it up with a world record. It's going to be an awesome journey. You will all love that session for sure. That session is on leadership, and I would need your support to build a huge world record which remains there forever, which cannot ever be broken by Pakistan, which cannot ever be broken by Nepal or any other country. Would you like to build a world record which remains forever for India? How many of you would like to contribute in making one more world record in India? Is my voice clear? Everything is good? What kind of remote? Okay, sorry. Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready to build a huge world record, everyone? If yes, then we are coming closer to that. See, in 17 days, yesterday you learned about how to break the belief, how to break the negative belief. You learned about understanding that your beliefs are the lies. You learned about it. But yes, the positive beliefs are good lies. They are really good. They are awesome. They are incredible. But the disempowering beliefs, the beliefs which are not really good, they harm our growth. And we need to get rid of them. We need to break them. We need to stop them. We need to make sure that we are out of those beliefs. Those beliefs are nothing but the cage, invisible cage, which most of us are living in. So, I'm sure you have jotted down all your negative beliefs. I'm sure you have tried doubting those beliefs. This is one way you can all do your own self-counseling. Many people run to us and say, hey sir, can you please counsel me? In this moment, I'm going through this problem. You're not actually going through any problem. You're going through only your web of thoughts. Your thoughts are just troubling you. Your thought about something, all right, I can't do it. Why you can't do it? I mean, I don't understand. No, I've never done it, so I can't do it. So you can learn how to do it. Okay, I can understand that you can't do it right now, but you can learn to do it, and you can start doing it for the next, after a few days. See, we have been learning in this magic of thinking rich the power of our subconscious mind, and these beliefs, these lies are the part of our subconscious mind. Our conscious mind also agrees to it. Our subconscious mind says, I can't do it, and conscious mind says, yeah, you can't do it, because the moment you give any question or any statement to the subconscious mind, the conscious mind starts finding enough logics or enough answers. You subconsciously, you are trained, I can't do it. The moment your subconscious said, I can't do it, yeah, conscious will say, yeah, you can't do it, because you are not educated, you are not absolutely perfect. So there has to be a perfect. And sometimes your conscious mind might say, I can't do it because I have not done it. And then subconscious mind will start find your old memories and say, yeah, you can't do it because you did not do it in the past, in your school, in the college, and this. So my dear friends, that's why we are learning that we have these two minds, and both these minds have to be absolutely supporting each other, and these two minds have to have the balance. Subconscious mind and conscious mind. Balancing these mind. Now this is, we have learnt 99% powerful, and this we have learnt only 1% power. Is this important? Yes, this 1% is also important. Just like, our soul is more powerful than the body, but the body is important. So this is the body and this is the soul. Body wise, everybody is same. But when it comes to the intellect, the soul, the awareness, some people are different and they reach to the highest level. That's why this is very important. Without body, the mind cannot live. Without conscious, the subconscious cannot live. Without conscious, the subconscious cannot live, but we need to understand that it's all about the subconscious, and we have already learned many ways to program it, and tomorrow we are going to learn 3 more techniques to program it. Day after tomorrow we are going to learn another 5 techniques to program it, but today we will learn about 5 things which you must learn to manage in order for you to achieve the highest level success. Success is all about this, because subconscious mind, let me ask you this. All the world, people live in different countries, different continents, different places. What are the things which are common in people? All right. What is the common thing which connects us all from any part of the world? Okay, people from Africa who does not know our language, and people from, let's say, Bangladesh. And all these people can really communicate only using one language. There is only one common language between all these people. What is that? Any idea? Any other idea? Pratap says smile. Yeah, that is beautiful, Pratapji. Okay, English, no. I'm not talking about the language. Not everybody. What about those people who do not understand any language? What about those people who do not know how to speak? What about those people who do not know how to listen to? There is still one thing common in all these people, and that one thing is called their emotions. Right? Their emotions. Our mind is all about emotions, and these emotions, okay, what makes Majhi break a mountain? Majhi, have you heard about this? The mountain man, the person who single-handedly took a challenge of breaking a mountain. Nobody gave him that challenge. 22 years. What was that power which made him stick for 22 years? What was that one power which made him do what he did? What is that one power which makes somebody win the gold? What is that one power which makes people murder somebody, or which makes people, stay on the border and move ahead in spite of the firing? What is that one power which makes people do everything? What is that one power which makes a mother do everything for the kid for no matter how long? Sometimes for lifelong, who knows? What is that one power? That power is nothing but the power of emotions. Okay, the moment we have emotions, we can do anything. I think we don't need anything else. We just need emotional energy. If somebody insults you, you fire up and then you prove that I can do something. You know, when somebody insulted me for my language, English, I said, I will learn it and I will speak and one day I will show him. When somebody insulted me for public speaking, I learned public speaking very fast. When somebody insulted me for my income, I resolved that I will have a better income. When somebody insulted me for my car, I made sure that I dreamt of having the Mercedes-Benz and get it. When somebody insulted me for having less number of people in my workshop, I took a challenge of building it and taking it to the next level. When somebody challenged me or insulted me for a YouTube channel with only few hundred followers, then I realized that I can do it and I can have lakhs and lakhs. Insult. I mean, it's not necessary that insult. There are times when somebody motivated me and inspired me to do something big, and I did something big. When somebody inspired me to help people selflessly, I started doing Magic of Thinking Rich. When somebody inspired me to really deal with all the possible business challenges, I built a good business. When somebody challenged me when somebody inspired me to go online, go digital, I got digital. So what is that one thing which is inspiring people or which is demotivating people? I think it is the power of emotions. Okay, it's our emotions, and emotions are part of our subconscious mind, right? Emotions live here. Emotions do not live in conscious mind. Conscious mind is very practical. Conscious mind knows that if I cry, nothing can happen. Conscious mind knows that if I feel bad, nothing can be done by just feeling bad. But subconscious says, oh, you made me feel bad. All right, I will prove it. I will show it. It's a automatic response of ours. And this is a boon. You know, many people come to me and say, sir, I don't want to get angry. How do I deal with my anger? I say, anger is a good emotion. If you get angry, you can do anything in this world. You can really build a skyscraper in maybe less than few years, less than few months, probably. Who knows? If you get angry, you can build a spacecraft. You know, Ferrari insulted that Lamborghini tractor. And Lamborghini built one of the fastest cars in the world because insult and anger is one of the biggest and greatest emotion. If you're angry, good. The only thing, you never need to get rid of anger. You need to channelize the anger in the right direction. How many of you agree to this? Okay, channelize the anger in the right direction. If I'm angry and you insulted me and I'm angry at you, I can achieve nothing. If I'm angry with you but I don't say anything to you and I focus on my work and I say I'll prove and I focus on my work every single day, I think my work will get more results. Is that true or not? Okay, so anger is a great emotion. You don't need to get rid of it. You need to channelize it. Hatred is also a good emotion. It's not that I need to hate somebody just to make them feel bad. I need to hate them to go and tell, I hate this person. I don't like this person. You hate somebody? All right, good. You hate him for what reason? Tell me what reason. And then focus on your work. Okay, I hate him. That's why I want to prove him. I think if you can channelize all your emotions, you can do wonders. And that's what people did. All the great people who have built anything significant in this world. Anything significant, maybe a big business, maybe a big, I think all of them knew how to channelize the lot of emotions. Today we are going to talk about 5 emotions which you must learn how to manage. If you learn to manage these 5 emotions or channelize them in the right direction, I think each and every one of you will win in your life every time. How many of you want to learn about it, and how many of you are excited to learn about it? Okay, channelize your anger to make something good out of it. Very true. You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. Okay. So you need to channelize the anger and you need to channelize these emotions. So 5 emotions which I want you to learn managing is this. You know, many people, they come and they say every single day that, hey, Bhupendra, I want to become great, I want to become big. But every time they try doing something, these 5 emotions stop them. And if they learn to manage these 5 emotions or 5 emotional states, you can say, or 5 events or 5 situations, you can also say, they can do literally, practically anything and everything. We have learned a lot so far, but then these 5 things are must for you to learn. So what is that 5 things? Listen, every person, when he goes and starts working in any field, let's say you want to start your own business, or you want to build your own empire, if you want to build your own legacy in the field of sports, in the field of bureaucrats or politics or whatever, the first and the very first thing which you will face, very first thing which you will face is a lot of rejection. You will face a lot of rejection. People will say, hey, he is a new guy, I don't want to hear him. Okay, that might be this thing. Initially, you may not be really good in whatever you are doing, and then that's why people might say, oh, I don't like this product. This is a substandard product. He's just a newbie. He's just starting. I don't want to trust him. You will face a lot of rejection, and when you are rejected, you feel, oh my God, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. And you don't like to do anything where you feel that I'm not enough. You want to only do things where you feel that I'm enough, I'm more than enough. You don't like to do anything which is where you feel I'm not enough. Okay, many people don't like to do sales. The reason they don't do sales is because they feel that if I sell, people will reject me, and they picturize themselves, oh my God, I'm going for sale and people are rejecting me. The moment people are rejecting me, that emotion is a bad emotion. I don't want to handle that emotion, and that's why there is a strategy of people, avoid this emotion. People want to avoid rejections. People want to go away from rejections. They don't want to face them. They say, hey, why should I face the rejection? I am so and so, I am so and so, I have been this, and if people laugh at me, people reject me, I am going to be nobody. They will laugh at me, and I will not be able to face them again. I will not be able to really have the eye contact with them. So how would I live? Guys, understand, rejection is going to be a part of the game. Tell me one player who has not got rejected. Tell me one person who has not got rejected. Tell me one great businessman who never got rejected. Tell me about one great person on any field, in any field, who did not face rejections. Rejections means when people do not like you. Rejections means when people do not agree with you. Rejections means, when people really make you or say to you no. It means no. And many people want to avoid this. People don't want to listen to no. Guys, I often tell a story about a girl, whom I met long ago. This girl, I met her, and I was just once upon a time, I got out of my office, I was getting down, and a girl in her 17s, okay, she was just 17-year-old. She came and said, hello sir, good evening. I was like very excited. I said, all right, yes ma'am, I don't know you. I was shocked, in fact, that an unknown girl is coming and meeting me with so much of energy. And I said, all right, yes ma'am, how may I help you? Oh sir, I know that you are busy and you don't know me and you're surprised to see my energy right this moment. I said, yeah, okay. So you are surprised to see my energy, but I want your exact 2 minutes and 13 seconds to speak to you about something which can change your life forever. Now, I'm a businessman. I'm getting out of my office. I'm just coming out of my office, and somebody who is just a door-to-door salesperson comes and says, I'm about to tell you something which will turn your life upside down in less than 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Can I speak? She said it with so much of confidence. Now, in that moment, I could have rejected her. In that moment, I could have said, oh, sorry, ma'am, I'm busy right now. Okay, I can't listen to you. I could have said that, correct? But what did I do? I said, okay, tell me. Sir, you are looking wonderful. I can say with your face, I can say by looking at your face that you are somebody who wants a lot of growth, you want a lot of money, you want a lot of fame, and you want to fulfill a lot of dreams of your parents. Is that true? I said, yeah, it is absolutely true. So my dear friends, If you are absolutely true, sir, why many people are failing? Let me ask you this: 99% people are failing in their dreams. Only 1% people rule the entire planet. Only 1% people have a lot of money. Do you know what is the difference between those 1% people and 99% people? I said, no, I don't know. 1% people have bigger library in their houses, and 99% people have bigger televisions in their houses. So if you really want to see what is the character of a person, see how many books does he read. Does that make sense? I said, yeah, that makes sense. All right, sir, and I know that you want to fulfill all your dreams and your parents' dreams, and that's why you must read, because leaders always are readers. And that's why, my dear friend, I get a book set of 2,000 rupees for you. And I was like, oh my God, such a powerful sales pitch. It was a very powerful sales pitch. I asked her, like, ma'am, I understand that you are selling the books, but let me ask you this: how much enthusiasm you have? I appreciate your enthusiasm. Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. All right, ma'am, right now I'm not buying this book, but I am really curious that how many books do you sell? And isn't it so difficult to go door to door and meeting unknown people? I'm still listening to you. So many people might not be even listening to you. Yeah, sir, it's frustrating. It's definitely not exciting sometimes, because people really ask us to leave. But over a period of time, we have learned no means next opportunity. Next opportunity. No means next opportunity, sir. We have learned the hard way that no, when the person says no, he doesn't say no to me, he says no to his opportunity. And I also know that when he says no, I will find somebody else. There is another opportunity waiting for me. I am really happy that he said no. Otherwise, he would have consumed my 10 minutes more. And that's why I'm happy that he said no, so I can go and meet somebody where I have a new opportunity. Next opportunity, new opportunity. And she said, oh, wow. I said, but what do you get out of this? She said, this is a 2,000 rupees book set. It's a fixed MRP. We cannot change the price. And if I sell it to you, I get 500 rupees. I get 500 rupees. Whether you buy it or not buy it, it's a different story. I said, okay, 500 rupees per book set you get. So how much did you earn today? She said, today I earned 5,000 rupees. I said, what are you saying? Did you sell 10 book sets? Yeah, sir, I sold 10 book sets. 10 book sets by going door to door? Yeah, I sold 10 book sets by going door to door. Oh, fantastic. That's incredible. Now, let me ask you this. How many people did you meet in order to sell those 10 book sets? And she said, I met 117 people, and you are the 118th one. I said, oh my God, 118 means 108 rejections. 108 people said no. Guys, 108 people saying no to somebody in one single day. Can you imagine? How many of you would be excited after the third no? You go and try selling something, and the first person you meet and he says, oh, I will not buy. Second person you go and sell, and he also says, no, I will not buy. The third person you go and try to sell, and that person also says no. How many of you would be very, very excited? How many of you would be very, very excited? Many of you would not be excited at all. You would be feeling frustrated. You will be feeling very, very bad. Oh, Monotosh says, I will be feeling very excited. I don't understand. All right. A coach is someone who has the ability to awake the dormant you and mirror the best version of yourself. Oh, thank you, Sunit. Many of you would not be very excited because you are facing 1 rejection, 2 rejection, 3 rejection, 10 rejection, 15 rejection, 20 rejection. This girl faced how many rejections? 108. And you know what? I told her, hey, my friend, I know that you are facing so many rejections. I would like to ask you, can you please leave this and join my company? I need people like you who are amazing salespeople. You'll not have to go door to door. And she said, sir, you'll not be able to afford me. I said, what? I'll not be able to afford you. Why so? Because, sir, every day I'm earning around 4,000 to 5,000 rupees, sometimes around 10,000, sometimes around 2,000. Some people buy the books in bulk. And you know what? In less than 1 year, I've been able to earn a lot of money. I bought a car worth rupees 10 lakhs. I bought a house worth rupees 50 lakhs in last 1.5 to 2 years. And now I'm also taking my parents abroad. And this was an eye-opening thing. And that time, literally, I was hardly earning 30,000 rupees a month. Now, this girl is able to really master the game of rejection. She knows rejection is a part of life. So I asked her, like, when you started this career, were you able to have so much of enthusiasm? She said, no. First 3 months, every single day I cried, every single day I felt that I will not go to the market anymore. I decided that every single morning I decided, or every single night I decided that next morning I will not go to the office. But then, yes, early morning when I got up, I felt, yes, I don't have any other job. So one more day I will try. One more day I will try. I used to apply for other jobs. It was my bad luck that I didn't get any other job. And in 3 months, I got to see myself becoming better at sales. And I started earning 1,000 rupees a day. Then 3 more months and I started reaching to around 2,000 rupees a day. And another 6 months and I started reaching to 3,000. And after that, sometimes 4,000, sometimes 5,000, sometimes even 10,000 also, sir. So I love rejections. She says, reject me and I will love it. Reject me and I will love it. Isn't it true for all the great leaders? Okay, there's a wonderful, great basketball player. What's his name? His name is what's his name? Yeah, that tall fellow, the basketball player, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan always said, hey, before I, in entire career of mine, I have missed 30,000 plus shots, 30,000 plus failures, 30,000 plus rejections, and before I became the world's number one. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, in order to become the best, had to miss 30,000 plus shots. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Colonel Sanders, before he built his first chicken sale or before he sold his first chicken recipe, he had to go through not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4 KFC. It's a classic story. He had to go through 1,009 failures. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 10, not 20, not 30, not 100, not 200, not 500, not 1,000. He had to go through 1,009 failures, means 1,009 people. And this was an old man of 65 years of age. 65 years old fellow. He was going door to door and telling people, hey, I'm making a good chicken recipe. You can enjoy it. You can really take it. And everybody said, hey, old man, I'm so sorry. We don't want to hear you. 100, not 100 no's. How many of us we will have the enthusiasm? Many of us, we go and try something and one day nothing works and we say, oh, it doesn't work. I will not be doing it. We are not able to bear the rejections, because the moment we go through 1, 2, 3 rejections, our mind says, I am not enough. And this rejection is reminding me that I'm not even enough at all. I felt that I'm enough, I can do it. But this first, second, third rejection reminded me I am not enough and I will not do it. And whatever reminds you that I'm not enough, I will try to avoid it. Okay. It requires a lot of practice and emotional building or muscle building that comes from experience. Muhammad Irfan. Yes, definitely, Muhammad. Okay. Now, in order to learn rejection, how to handle rejections, you need to have multiple things. Number one, you need to be very clear about why you are doing what you are doing. See, when we are doing these sessions, sometimes we are able to have thousands of people, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 people in one session. But there was a time when getting one person was also most difficult for me. And every single night I probably thought, oh, am I in a bad situation? Am I in a bad field? Am I in a negative field? I remember that day when I launched my first Short Sharp Memory Skill Program. Short Sharp Memory Skill Program in Pune. I booked SM Joshi Hall. There are 2 halls in that. One is a 80 people capacity hall and one is a bigger one for 300 people. I booked that 80 people hall and I marketed my short sharp memory enhancement program. I printed few pamphlets. I started distributing them on the roads myself. Okay, there was no employee with me. I started sending emailers, because that time there was no Facebook ad. And I was doing it. I was going and telling people 1 full month of marketing, 10,000 rupees of a net expense. And after that, you know what? After 1 month of full effort, only 1% came in that show. Only 1%. I was feeling like, what the hell should I do? Now, I didn't have the courage, that 1% paid 500 rupees and he came all the way from Mumbai. And then one of my friends was sitting, one of my friend's friend was also sitting. I was feeling very bad. Or my friend, what he might be thinking, I told him that I am doing a program. It's a very good program. It will change your life and this and that. And my friend has come, he has come with one of his friends. And now only one gentleman is sitting. What do I do? Guys, I don't know. I got mad at that moment. That moment I had two choices. One is to cancel the program, refund his 500 rupees, tell my friend, hey guys, nobody has come, let's enjoy, waste my money. And second option which I had was to continue and deliver that program. And you know what? I chose the second one. I delivered that program with a lot of energy. I delivered that program with a lot of energy. I delivered the full content of that program. That night when I went home, I felt very bad and I was crying. The only satisfaction I had that I delivered the program, because my teacher always told me, even if there is one person, you need to talk with the same passion. You're not supposed to count how many chairs are vacant. You need to count how many chairs are filled, how many chairs. You need to imagine that the hall is super filled. I always believe in imagination, visualization. I went back home and I was crying. I was feeling that, I have chosen a bad thing. I'm in a wrong field. I think I will never be able to become success. Success didn't mean at that time that I will have thousands of people in my session. Success at that time meant that I can survive, I can earn my living, and I can keep on doing these programs. I was ready to work hard, but then I was not ready to face this kind of a challenge, because I was feeling I'm not enough. But guys, you need to learn how to deal with rejections. I had blocked all my doors. I had no way to go back. I had burnt my bridge. So if you really want to face rejections, you need to burn your bridges. Burn your bridges. I told my father, I take full responsibility. I'll become India's one of the leading trainers. Okay. I told my father and my friends, hey guys, I'm leaving IT forever and I will be a trainer now onwards. So I had announced to the whole world, and I had to burn my bridges. All right. You will have to burn the bridge. Burn the bridge. You will have to burn the bridge. Burn the bridge. You can't go back. You must go forward. That's how you learn to live or learn to deal with rejections. What's the option? This girl didn't have an option. I said, how could you wake up every single day and go for the sales call? She said, I was hating it every single day, but when I went back home, my father met with an accident, so he was not able to earn. My mother was a homemaker. She was not educated. She was not able to earn. And my brother was younger than me, 5 years younger than me. There was no chance that he could earn. So nobody was an earning member, and we had to eat, we had to survive. And in order to survive, I was doing it. So number one, either you burn your bridges or you declare the whole world. So by declaring, you do it, or you just tell yourself that I need to. So you remind yourself the objective. This girl reminded herself the objective every single day. The objective to go for the sales call is to eat, is to survive. I was also reminding every single day that, Bhupendra, you have taken a huge step. You can't give up so easily. You need to keep in mind your objective. You need to burn your bridges, and you will be able to deal with the rejections. So guys, it was damn difficult. So many rejections, many programs we planned and many programs we failed, many programs we had to cancel, many times we had to show a sorry face to people, but we kept going, kept managing it. Today I'm in front of you delivering 42 days marathon program, and every single day there are thousands of people attending it every single day. And that's the magic of thinking rich. Magic of thinking rich. Good. So what is going on? the first thing which you need to learn managing is rejections. Okay, the more the rejections you face, the more you will be able to grow. So I give you a formula to become super successful. The formula to become super successful is take massive steps. Okay, take huge chances. Take huge chances. All right. Oops. Take huge chances, and what you need to do is you need to, sorry for that. You need to take huge chances, and when you take huge chances and you need to take massive actions and too many actions, you will get more rejections. You need to face 10,000 rejections as early as possible in whichever field you are. 10,000 rejections face as early as possible. 10,000 rejections means 10,000 hours of practice. If you do, you may fail many times. Initial 10,000 hours, you may not be the world's best, but those 10,000 hours of practice will make you go through a huge number of rejections. And you know, I always tell people, turn your decades into days. Turn your decades. Decades means 2 years. To turn your decades into days. What people achieve in 10 years, you need to achieve that in days, in 10 months, or in few days, 300 days, 500 days. And that is quite possible. And that can only be done when you have so many actions on your part. And when you take a lot of actions with preparation, lot of actions with preparation, lot of actions with preparation, every rejection, you think, can I do something better? And then again you face. Can I do something better? Again you face. Too much of thinking will kill the action. Too much of analyzing will not be able to give you the result. Only one thing will be able to give you the result is to facing the problem. By facing that situation, face the situation more often. So the first thing which we all need to learn managing is the rejection. Rejection creates a lot of bad emotion in our life. Okay, and that bad emotional state is what we need to learn managing. The second thing is, if you learn to manage the rejections, the second thing which you need to learn managing is another emotion called frustration. Sometimes you are not getting rejected, but then you are not happy. Sometimes you are frustrated. Things are not moving in your life. You know, everything is good. Everything is good. You are making money. You know how to do the things. You know that people are also ready. But you want to try everything. But then in the background, system is not working. Sometimes your energy is less. Sometimes there are too many inquiries. But then you are not able to cater to them. Sometimes you are not getting enough time to build your skills. And because of all those things, you are getting frustrated. Sometimes you are absolutely up to the mark, but you have an employee and a team which is not very efficient, and that's why you are frustrated. Sometimes it happens that you are not getting the rejection from the people, but then you want to put some money and you don't have that money. You get frustrated. Frustration is another thing which people need to learn how to manage. When people are not able to manage this frustration, what do? When people do not know how to manage frustration, they go on the wrong tracks. They abuse people. They get, I would say, they waste their time. They're not able to understand what to do. They become directionless. They feel dejected. They feel absolutely like they can't do enough. Frustration builds a lot of negative emotions. Frustration builds a lot of negative karmas. In frustration, people kill themselves. In frustration, people kill their relationship. In frustration, people hurt themselves a lot, in fact. So the second thing which people need to learn managing is frustration. I want to tell you, at the age of 88, Sardar Fauja Singh got to know about one incredible thing, that his son was shot dead. His son was shot dead. He was frustrated. He didn't know what to do. All of a sudden, he was like his entire life was collapsed. He didn't know what to do. And in that frustration, accidentally, he channelized his frustration and that energy in the right way, and he started running. And he started running. He became 100-year-old and the oldest marathon runner. Today, he is 111-year-old gentleman. And I think he still runs. The last update which I had was he was 105-year-old. He was the brand ambassador of Adidas, and he was still running. I'm not sure recently he's running or not, but then one frustration he dealt with in a right direction or in the right way, and he started running. There was one more girl, one more lady. There was a lady from America, and she lost her daughter. Why? Because a drunk truck driver, just could not control his vehicle, and because of that this girl met with an accident, and she died on the spot. This lady was so frustrated. What to do, how to do, what to do. What can I do? My only daughter is no more. What to do? This girl got frustrated extremely. This lady got frustrated, extremely frustrated, in extreme emotional anger. You know what she did? In this extreme frustration, anger, in this extreme hatred, she created an organization, and the organization name was Mothers Against Drunk Driver. She created an NGO. There was a couple recently, and this NGO is working in a lot of cities. In America, I think it's working in more than 5-6 states or 10 states. It's working in more than 13 countries. That's the power of one lady getting frustrated. There was one more gentleman. I read in Pune Mirror is one of the mirroring newspaper, and I read over there, one gentleman lost his son. One couple lost their son in an accident, in a bike accident, because he was not wearing the helmet. They were damn frustrated, because losing a young son, what can it lead you to? It can lead you to a very bad emotional state. But this couple made it a mission to educate people about helmet, mission to educate people about not to drive in speed. They started distributing free helmets with their own income. That's the power of frustration if you learn to manage it well. One lady, she's the owner of Thermax owner, Miss Anuaga. And if you read her story, you will be amazed. One fine day, she got a news that her husband is no more. She was damn frustrated, very sad, emotionally shattered completely. And that's the state where you feel that, oh shit, what do I do? And in less than 24 hours, she was in the office, because now she realized that her husband is no more. No matter how much she cries, she cannot achieve anything. She got out of that frustration and went to the office, started building her husband's company. Next year, she got another news that her mother-in-law is also no more. And in spite of that, she started building the company. In less than 24 hours, second time also she was in the office. And the third year, God did something terrible. Her 22-year-old son met with an accident and died on the spot. And you know what? In that third situation also, she became very strong. And in less than 48 hours, she was in the office. Can you imagine a lady losing 3 important people in less than 3 years, and still standing tall, managing the company, taking the company to the new levels, became member of parliament and still working? That's the power of people who learn to manage their frustration. Ratan Tata Sahab, he built a wonderful plant at Paschim Bengal for manufacturing Tata Nano. And over there, the CM said, sorry, or maybe government said, sorry, we can't allow you. You will have to do something for us. He is the man who does not bribe, or he is the man who does not do anything illegal. He was frustrated. And in that frustration, did he stop? No. He knew that if he fights with them, put a court case, or do so many nasty things, that's the government. Probably they will never let him win, and his one valuable year will be wasted. This guy, the legend he is, he took his company to Gujarat and he started manufacturing Tata Nano in Gujarat. People, when they learn how to deal with their frustration, they can buy Land Rover and Jaguar. Okay, that's the power. And today, one of the most profitable company is Land Rover and Jaguar. That's what Tata does. That's how they manage their frustration. So guys, the second thing is to learn managing your frustration. How do you learn to manage your frustration? Again, keep your objective in mind. Also, again, understand the calculations in your mind that, okay, if I'm going to cry for 2 more days, what will I achieve? Being absolutely practical, asking yourself the right questions, asking or understanding that, okay, if you are crying and if somebody else is crying, what would you say to that person? Can you say the same thing to yourself in this moment? Yes, I can say. So frustration is very, very frustrating sometimes. You know, we don't know what to do. In frustration, people give up. In frustration, people cry, people scream, people get angry, people get frustrated, people take drugs, people start boozing, people start being lazy. In frustration, many of the people lose their smile because of the frustration. But the true leaders, in the frustration, they take the right decision. In the frustration, they take more action. In the moment of frustration, they know that this is the practical situation and I need to be strong. They become strong and they do something great. How many of you agree to this, guys? How many of you are able to understand what I'm saying and it's making sense? You need to learn managing it. It's a part of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is craving. Now, conscious mind knows that somebody has to come in this world and that person has to go away. Conscious mind knows many things. Conscious mind knows that by crying you are not going to achieve anything, but subconscious mind makes you cry. Subconscious mind makes you do nasty things because emotions are living in the subconscious mind. All right. That's the same case with Sachin Tendulkar. He lost his father, hits a century, and many powerful pillars, many powerful players, I must say. So the second thing which you need to learn managing is frustration. If you learn to manage this emotion called frustration, you'll be able to create history. You'll be able to create a lot of things. The third is the most powerful one and the most scary one, which people avoid at all, I would say, cost. And that's called financial pressure. You must learn to manage this pressure. You know, this is an emotion because many of us take it as a pressure. Financial pressure. The moment we think about financial pressure, we feel, oh my God, I can't do it. Oh, this is too terrible. This is too frustrating. This is too scary. We get like absolutely numb. We don't want to face it. We want to again avoid it. And that's why many people want to become great at business. They want to start their business, but they never start their business. Many people, they are so scared. Many people are not able to take tough calls in their life. They are not able to decide. They are not decisive. Why? Because they are frustrated. No, sorry, they are not able to manage the financial pressure. Now, let me ask you this. Is there any businessman, you meet any businessmen who are making like 20 crores, 30 crores, 10 crores, 5 crores, 100 crores, and you check their balance sheet. They may not have profits. Many of them may not have profits. In fact, they may have more than the profit, a lot of EMIs, a lot of loans. They take massive, huge amount of financial pressure, huge, many of them. I'm not talking about all of them. All businessmen, I have been coaching so many people who are probably earning 500 crores or 200 crores or 100 crores, and I ask them every time, do you have the cash reserves? No. Then how come you are doing such big project? And it's, sir, I need to do it. If I delay, then I will never be able to build it. If I delay, it will go back to my competitors. If I have an opportunity, if market is ready to give me this business, so I need to really build this right this moment, sir. And you know, those people really build it in the right way. So financial pressure. Who will tell me one businessman who has not gone through it? And if people go through it gracefully, they build a fortune. People who do not go through it gracefully, they are losers. There are people who go through a small financial pressure of 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 2 lakhs, and then they get scared because people start coming to their home for taking out money, or they're asking for their own money back. And they get scared, oh my God, oh my God. And somehow, suppose they manage that 2 lakh rupees, 3 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees and give it back. And then they say, oh no, 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 never in my future again I will take a loan. Never in my future I will again take a loan. God, please save me from loans. Okay. And let me ask you, any big businessman who has built any empire without loans? Tell me any empire who has been built without loans, without government help, without bank helps, without the investors' help. You know, people have their own money. Yes, that they are good, but are they able to have so much of money? One gentleman I was reading about is Dhirubhai Ambani, and Dhirubhai Ambani did not have enough money. Many a times he came down, crashing down, but in spite of that, he built his empire. He faced that struggle. He was not able to lose his grace, and he knew he can still build it. Okay, watch the movie, the movie Guru. You will learn about him. Watch the movie. I would say watch the movie Trump: An American Dream. I am fascinated by this personality, Trump. Though I know that what he says, what he speaks, how he behaves, many times it is not that up to the mark. But the kind of mindset he has. When he had no money and his first project, he went to America government. He knew that he cannot ever complete this project without the government's help. But he was so confident that I know I can convince government to give me a lot of tax rebate. And you know what? He convinced the government to take 40 years long tax rebate. 40 years long tax rebate. He took the 40 years long tax rebate. 40 years. And some people, and that was the first of its kind in the entire world. No government in the entire world ever committed a citizen of any country a 40 years of tax rebate. He said, I will build this project, but I need 40 years of tax rebate. Not only he convinced the government to give 40 years of tax rebate, he also convinced the government to add some funds to it. And God knows, government had to bow down to his wishes. The negotiation was definitely long. It was month, 2 months, 3 months. And after 3 or 4 months, somebody asked him, hey, how did you manage to get 40 years of tax rebate? And you know what? 40 years of tax rebate means, suppose every year I earn 1 lakh rupees and for 40 years I earn 40 lakh rupees. In US, the tax is around how much? It's around 40% or 50%, 40% minimum. 40% tax means a huge amount of money, and the interest on that money, and the interest on that money, and the interest on that money, and the interest of that money. That means 40 years of tax rebate means you need to pay the government more than what you have actually learned or earned. He convinced. So somebody asked him, hey, how did you manage to get a 40 years of tax rebate? And you know what he replied? He said, I managed to get only 40 years of tax rebate because I did not ask for 50 years of tax rebate. If I would have asked for 50 years, I was stupid that I did not ask for 50 years. If I would have asked for 50 years, I'm damn sure I would be able to convince them for 50 years of tax rebate. So my dear friends, all great businessmen had to go through financial turmoil once in a while. If you say, I can't ever manage a financial problem, I will not be able to face it, I think you will never be able to. The more the financial problems you manage, the more the bigger money which you manage, the more the pressure you manage, pressure of building your organization, the more you will be able to grow. You will be able to grow. This is the way. This is the way you become mature. See, in my business, when I was having a partner, I had an investor from 2010 to 2013-14. Till the time he was there, I never took any financial risk. He was putting the money, and every time I was scared, oh my God, what if I need to put the money? Will I be able to manage? So I started my business from 2010, but I was still working and thinking like an employee till 2014 because I did not have the guts to take this financial pressure. But you know what? The moment I got separated from them in 2014, now I only had to pay the salary, only I had to decide to expand my business, branding expenses and all these kind of things. And I took good calls, I took bad calls, I lost money, I earned money, and I'm telling you, it was worth it. It was all worth it. It's all beautiful. All the experiences are super rich, super extraordinary. I can say, I can't ever imagine. I want to tell you one thing. Suppose you meet and interview 10,000 failed entrepreneurs, 10,000 failed entrepreneurs. How many of them would, suppose you ask them a question, hey, you have failed in your entrepreneurship journey, so why don't you join a job? How many of them would agree to join a job? And how many of them would be super excited? Or you will tell them, hey, I'm going to give you 50,000 rupees fixed salary or 1 lakh rupees of fixed salary. How many of them would be willing to go through that job once again, or maybe willing to go through that career of their own as a fixed salary. And I want to tell you, not even a single one will be willing to go through it. Yeah, few might take it because of their family situations, but they will not be willing to go through this. All right, everyone. So this is the third pressure which you need to manage. When you learn to manage all these things, there is one more pressure which you feel, one more emotion which you get. Sometimes you don't have financial problem, you have a lot of finance. Sometimes you don't have too many frustrations, you know that everything is all right in your life. Sometimes you also do not have any kind of rejections, but the only thing which you have is a fear. You feel fearful. God knows why. Okay, fear of, it might be the fear of getting into trouble, or frustration, or unknown, or fear of like unknown. You never know what might be the fears. Just like that, a fear is coming. You know that you can invest 1 lakh rupees. All the logic says that you should invest 1 lakh rupees, but then your fear says, no, yaar, I will play safe. You may want to play safe. I think many people are not able to manage their fear, and that's why they are not able to grow. And all great leaders, in spite of their fears, they played very big. You know, Britishers were there. They had the power, extreme power. They could kill anybody, anytime. But Subhash Chandra Bose took the lead. He knew that he's okay to manage his fear of death. He learned to manage his fear of death. Bhagat Singh learned to manage his fear of death. 55 days of hunger strike. Can you imagine this? 55 days of hunger strike. Only a God's child can do it. And Bhagat Singh had that kind of a willpower. 55 days of hunger strike. He could sustain. The Britishers had to bow down. They were so powerful. They were so powerful that, they went to Jallianwala Bagh, and in one single day they killed so many people. Thousands of people they killed in just one order. They had no fear. Nobody was above them. Nobody was over them. They issued the order, kill people, and everybody was killed. So anybody would have killed. But these people, in spite of that, managed their fear. They managed their fear of death, and they became the champions. So my dear friend, the fourth thing which you need to learn managing is the fear. When you will be able to learn managing your rejections, frustration, financial pressure, and fear, you will get a lot of success. And that's where people forget to do one thing. People become complacent. So you need to learn managing complacency. Complacency means, oh, I've reached, I've arrived, I am now super successful. Nobody can ever do anything wrong to me. I will stay there forever. Now that's complacency, overconfidence. You're right. Either you say overconfidence, or you say the feeling of I know it all, the feeling of I do it, I can do it better, I know it, I have done it, I have achieved, I have reached. Complacency means becoming casual about your own success, thinking that now nobody can ever catch you, thinking that you don't need to improve any further, thinking that you don't need to worry about anything else now. People say that maximum deaths which happen while people climb the Everest, maximum deaths which happen in the mountaineering is while people come down, not when they climb up. When they climb down, that's the time the maximum deaths happen. Because now while they are climbing up, they are so conscious, okay, each and every step they are very conscious. While they climb down, they know, oh, I have already traveled this path. So they become like, oh, I've already gone to Mount Everest. They are so excited. And because of that excitement, they actually lose everything. So that's the power. Take for granted. Yes, Muhammad Irfan. Okay. So my dear friends, 102 days hunger strike. Mukesh Kumar says 102 days. I saw the movie and I got to realize that it was 55 days. Maybe it was 100 days. I don't know. So what I want to say, my dear friends, these 5 things, if you learn to manage, each and every one of you will be super successful. Our subconscious mind plays the game with us, and he says, hey, no, don't take financial pressure. It's so risky. It's so damn risky. You will never be able to stand. And that's why we get scared. Our subconscious mind plays a lot of, because managing financial risk is too much of stress. Too much of stress for our body, our mind, our emotions, our subconscious mind. And our subconscious mind is lazy by default. It doesn't want to work. It doesn't let you manage your financial pressure. It doesn't let you manage too much of frustration. It doesn't want to go through a lot of rejections. It's a game of subconscious mind. And I want to tell you one thing. If you want to be a champion, you will have to invite rejections. You will have to invite financial pressure. You will have to take more pressure than what you can imagine. And slowly, you will be out of it. You'll be out of it. Yesterday, I was talking to one of my friends, and this friend said, hey, Bhupendra, when you start buying a Mercedes-Benz or BMW, now you cannot buy Alto. You have already built a pressure on you to stay here. And he said, you should not do it. You should not raise your standards so high that tomorrow, if you come down, you can't sustain, you can't manage. And I differ from that thought. Why I differ from that thought? Because if that thought is there, then I will never be able to go to this level of ever buying a BMW or Mercedes. I need to even have a thought. Okay, I've reached here. Now I need to buy a helicopter. Now I need to manage a lifestyle like a celebrity. If they are able to manage this lifestyle, then I can't manage this one. I mean, I'm so scared that I need to go even further down. I need to manage just because other people have the fear, or other people have given me this thought. I need to come down, and many people get convinced with this thought process, and that's why they leave their stop. They drop their standards. We ask people to raise their standard from Mercedes, go to helicopter, start dreaming about helicopter. And why this friend of mine had said, this particular statement, because he asked me, what do you want in the next 5 years? I said, in what sense? Okay, which car do you want? He asked me a specific question. He was talking about financial planning, and he said, I know more than you. And I said, okay, maybe you know more than me. That's great. I'm happy about this. So he said, okay, I can give you a perfect plan for your things if you tell me which car do you want to buy next. I said, Rolls-Royce worth rupees 10.5 crores. He said, okay. And what else? I said, a helicopter which is worth around 20 crores. And he was like, hey, Bhupendra, listen, why do you want to have that kind of a lifestyle? I said, so what's the problem? He said, because you go there and suppose something wrong happens and you come down, then what? How would you manage? I said, I don't think like that. I don't think the worst. Yes, I remain worst. I mean, I'm okay to, anything can happen. I prepare for the worst, but I always think the best. I want to raise my standard. I don't want to lower my standards. My dear friends, raise your standards. That's the only way you can progress. That's the only way you can really grow. And growth equals to happiness. How many of you agree to this? That's what I want to say, my dear friends. Thank you so much for listening to me on the day number 17. Today was the day number 17, now day number 18, day number 19, day number 20, and finally the world record day, the day number 20. Only 4 more days to go, and we all will be finishing this journey. I want you to take each and every session very, very sincerely. Next 2 days, you'll be learning about 8 powerful techniques of law of attraction. Tomorrow 3, and next session 5 more. And if time permits, I'll share with you the bonus techniques as well. Thank you. Wish you all the best. Join me in the world record. Every single person, you can be a part of my retreat. I think seats are full, but you can now inquire with my team because we have closed the booking, but still 1 or 2 people. If you want to come, we can try to accommodate you. You can talk to my team. So Happiness Retreat is happening on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of October in Pushkar. And we are going to be sharing with you a lot of live updates on my Instagram. So you can follow me on CoachBSR. At the same time, we have 3 Business Brahmas sessions. One is in Kishangarh, my hometown in Rajasthan. So you can be, it's a famous city for marble industry. So you can be a part of this live program which is happening in Kishangarh. Or Business Brahmastra in Pune on 10th of October. In Mumbai in 16th of October. You can be a part of all these sessions. Or if you want to have more learnings about business, then 19th, 20th and 21st. 19th, 20th and 21st of this month. October in Hotel Taj Mumbai for a business strategy session. Wonderful, everyone. After this webinar, I'm doing another webinar called how to develop a world-class personality. You can be a part of it. And for all the sessions and all the events, there is only one link which you have, which is askbsr.com/live. That's the link which my team is going to share with you in chat window, and it is already sharing on the YouTube YouTube window. Brijesh, can you type in the Zoom also, askbsr.com/live. You can find all the links of all the workshops, including the world record workshop, in this askbsr.com/live. Okay, so thank you so much, and God bless you. I am coming with 1008 people on 2nd of October. Kya baat hai, Avnish ji. Awesome. Thanks a lot. God bless you. Each and every one of us, please support by bringing 1000 people, and we'll be able to have a massive world record on 2nd of October. God bless you. Bye-bye. Good night. Love you. Bye.